I'm going to do a little experiment today. We're going to try and determine how far I can reach my base station from my mobile and get a return signal from it. So I'm using the Red's Simplex parrot type repeater hooked up to one of my Baofeng UV-17 Pro GPS radios. And instead of doing it on VHF like I did earlier today, I found out that I can get about 9 miles reliably with just a 5-watt repeater. Now don't forget, I live up in the mountains, so I have plenty of hills and buildings and power lines and a power station between me and where I was trying to drive to. So 9 miles is pretty good, but I wanted to see how far I could get. So I hooked my Baofeng up to my UHF linear amplifier. And then I set the frequency up to the UHF Simplex frequency. And so I went out driving again, same route, and I was able to get, well, why don't you wait and find out how many miles I actually got? Let's do this. Welcome back to my channel, Ham Radio Test and Review. Today, I'm going to try an experiment using my Red Simplex repeater and my little Baofeng UV-17 Pro GPS connected to my 35 to 40 watt amplifier that's connected to my base station antenna. So I'm going to see how far out I can get on UHF, since that's only a UHF amplifier, and see how far I can get. Now, this morning, I did an experiment using a duplex repeater, the SureCom 629, and I was able to get out 9 miles without an amplifier with just using this Baofeng transmitting directly on my base station antenna. All right, I'm sitting outside my house in my mobile. Let's test the repeater, make sure it's working. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
UV testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's working good. I'm going to put this up to 50 watts. All right, got 50 watts in the mobile unit here. We've got 35, 40 watts coming out of the base station antenna. Let's go see how far I can get. This is an experiment I've been wanting to do for the longest time, and I finally decided to do it. Okay, we're at the 1 minute mark, or 1 mile mark, I'm sorry. Let's do this now. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good. Let's keep going. Okay, we're at the 2 mile mark. Let's try it. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're at the 3 mile mark. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Sounds pretty good. We're doing really well. Okay, we're at the 5 mile mark. Let's test it now. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good. Let's go on to 6. Here we are at 9. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
NADAV testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, well, signal strength's way down, and we have a lot more static. Let's try 10 miles. All right, here we are, 10 miles. This is where I was at the with the VHF test with no amplifier. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
NADAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Well, better than the 10 mile mark with the VHF, but still not that great. Not as good as I thought it would be. Let's try 1 more mile. I got a feeling that we're not going to make 11. Here we are, 14 miles. Let's see what happens. NADAV testing 1, 2, 3. All right, that's it. I'm done with the 14 miles. 13 miles was okay, not very good, but still okay. 14 miles, nah, that's it. All right, test done. I'll give you my comments after I'm done. So my little experiment using UHF with my Simplex repeater to see how far I can get to my base station using a little linear amplifier on the Baofeng UV-17 Pro GPS. Got me 13 miles reliably, but still not great. I think more like 12 was a little bit better. And 14 was just not reliable. So comparatively speaking, earlier today I ran a test using a different repeater, but the same Baofeng radio on VHF with no amplifier. I was able to get 9 miles, I believe it was. So 9 miles on 5 watts and 13 miles on 35 watts. Yeah, I'd say that's all pretty good. Anyway, that was my experiment. I hope you enjoyed it. And just remember my motto, one test is worth 1,000 expert opinions. My name is Dave. My call sign is N8DAV. And I'm saying 73s to you. So long.